My two co-founders, Matt and Elia, had known each other for some time, and I was good friends with my partner Matt, and they had been out and they'd been cooking and had gone to a bunch of stores and made this big meal for their friends, and I think it took like 4 or 5 hours to go shopping and get everything ready.
We've all done that before.
Yeah, they turned it into like a whole ordeal, and they were chatting about it, and my partner Elia said to Matt, that was really fun, but it would be great if somebody would just drop that stuff off at my house. And he said, but nobody would ever, mail you all the ingredients, and it seems like it would be a real pain in the butt to do that. And Matt actually said, you know what, that's a really good idea. I think we should look into it further. And I was his food buddy, so I had my own food and events business at the time, and he called me up, and I was good friends with actually his fiance and their whole family and everything, and we had been out on some dates together and everything with couples, and it's like, hey Matt, I've got this food idea, will you come and talk to me? And I was like, who is this crazy finance guy who wants to start this food business? He doesn't know anything about food. And started hanging out with him and talking about it, and it actually, the more we discussed it, the more it made sense. And we joined up in the summer 2.5 years ago, and it just kind of went from there. We partnered up and started the company, and the rest is history. So we're serving well over 1 million meals a month now, all over the country, and we deliver nationwide, all the way from California to New York and everywhere in between. And it's been really exciting. Me and my two co-founders, Ely and Matt, started the company about 2.5 years ago, and we had a tiny commissary kitchen in Long Island City.
Wow.
We were just delivering to Manhattan back then, and we were packing all of the boxes by hand. I think we did 20 boxes our first week that we just individually packed ourselves and went out and ordered the food, went to the farmer's market and packed everything up. And now we have 3 huge fulfillment centers, one in California, one in New York, and one down in Dallas. And
wow.
Yeah, we're growing every day, and our customers really love the product and stick with us and cook our meals. And it's really great because for them it's like having their own personal sous chef in their house, getting all of the stuff ready for them, and they get to come in and just do the fun part of it.
Now, when you guys were here as students, what did you think you were going to be doing when you first came out of school? Obviously, history and everything's taken you to Blue Apron, but what did you think you were going to aspire to when you first graduated?
Really, it was about going and finding the best places to work when I graduated, for me at least, and just learning more and growing through the people that I had met here, actually.
Great.
What about you guys?
Very, very similar answer. I had no idea. I had a lot. I shouldn't say that. I had a lot of ideas. I just wasn't sure which one I was going to choose. I ended up going back to school for a little bit and then coming back into the industry and did a number of things. I worked at some great restaurants like Blue Hill and kind of followed kind of a sustainable agriculture path, and then really ran through some really great restaurants. But honestly, leaving here, the beauty of CA is you have a lot of choices when you leave. And you just have to choose the right one and just stay on that path. So I was unsure, but it's worked out well. I'm happy where I'm at.
Awesome. And Tim, what about you?
We haven't talked about this at all, but I was exactly the same. The world was your oyster. I really had no idea what I wanted to do. Same thing. I wanted to work at some of the best places I could. Went down to New York, worked at Start 2000, was on the opening team at Per Se, just trying to get experience that way. And then it sort of trickles down. You figure out, maybe I don't want to work in restaurants all the time. Maybe I should try some catering or some private chefing or things like that. And that's kind of how we all connected in the private chefing world. And it's been a fun ride. Happy to be here.
I always tell a lot of young cooks email me and contact me on a regular basis. And my advice is always don't worry about the money right away. Go out and continue your education and learn more in the industries that you're interested in. And it doesn't necessarily have to be restaurants. It could be, industrial food. It could be, food service in some other capacity, or agriculture is a great industry up and coming for cooks. But focus on learning more, cutting your teeth, and then figure it out over time.
So what's next for you guys? What's the next big thing? You're here recruiting today, right?
We're hiring. We have, just in our fulfillment centers, we have 60 open salary positions. We have tons of positions in our company. We're looking for all kinds of people, from people who work in food safety who work in agriculture, to work as managers of people in our fulfillment centers, culinary people, interns. We have all kinds of jobs that we're constantly hiring for, and that's a big thing for us. In terms of our business, we're very much thinking about, we're continuing to grow very aggressively, and we're thinking about how we can be a better supplier of food to America. In a lot of ways, we have the ability to reach more parts of the country as a food retailer than almost any other business. Even when you think about a company like Walmart, huge supermarket, biggest supermarket in America, they actually don't even have as much reach because they get to about 80% of the population. We can get to about 98% of the population through e-commerce. It's really very much the future of the way I think a lot of people are thinking about food, and we're thinking about it and how to get food that's more sustainable, that's grown more intelligently, and working with a lot of small and medium-sized farms to help manage their farms and their crop rotations and create economies of scale through local agriculture and allow us to work really intelligently with those companies and be able to provide a high level of food, something that you might get at a farmer's market, baby zebra eggplants or Chinese long beans that would traditionally cost $6 or $7 a pound at a farmer's market, and we can sell it to our customers for a very small fraction of that because we're really capitalizing on the economies of scale, working directly with those growers and intelligently distributing that food to our customers.
We look to the farmers to dictate what we should be cooking. And to be able to do that on a scale and take the guesswork out of people planning menus in their own homes and deliver that high quality things. I mean, we have people that are traipsing around the country in the corners of, Iowa looking for a really cool farm doing whatever. And it's just really exciting to be a part of that.
Where can anyone go if they want to learn more about Blue Apron?
So blueapron.com, we have all kinds of different resources, including informational videos, articles. We have a blog. We have information about our team, about jobs, and you can always email us at our team page. And if you're looking to, find a job with us or ask questions, and we'll get back to you.
All our content's open as well on the web. You don't have to become a member of Blue Apron to see the recipes. You can go on there and cook one of these recipes yourself. It's a lot easier when it gets delivered to your door, though.
Well, it's great to see a team of CI alumni who are doing such amazing things and being so successful.